This is what I want you to do when you turn this in for me. So you have 3 different artboards. Actually 4 when you count the one that you have. You might have 5 or 6 if you had multiple pages, but you've also got these hidden ghosted versions of the logos. What I want to do is I want to get rid of those, or at least I want to hide them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to your layers. We're going to unlock the drawings layer, and right here where the bracket is, this will show you all of the images that you have set up. I want you to include this one or any of the ones that are just showing me the overall, but I don't want them showing up here. The other thing that I don't want is I don't want these guides. So if you happen to have pulled guides down, go ahead and highlight over them and just hit delete. And if you were using a grid on any of these, I want you to turn the grid off. So view, hide grid. All right. Then what I want you to do is go ahead and expand these so that they're bigger. And then also do that for all of them. And kind of center them on your pages approximately. And then there's one last thing you're going to do before you save and turn in the Illustrator file. What I want you to do is I want you to fill in any of these shapes that you may have created with a slightly different color like I did up here, where I used several different versions of the black. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly that. I mean, if you've got a solid color, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you've got separate shapes, because if you don't, you're going to find out, oh no, I need to go back and redraw part of it, because if you wanted a different color, or you eventually want to have a color or a tone that's slightly different on one side versus another, you need to make sure that they are in there as separate shapes and not purely outlines. And the way we'll be able to tell is if you're able to go in and change one letter from the other. Or one shape from another. I'm just writing this left-hand side here because this is like white to light gray to black. So you can just pick any of those just to see what ends up happening. And then you have to play around with the colors like, oh, see, there's one of the problems. I didn't want that there. Where's that line coming from? Oh yeah, I did a little cheat and cut that out. I actually want to highlight those, use my shape builder, and cut those pieces out. And then realize, oh, I don't want those extra pieces up there at the top. Yuck. I'm going to clean that part up. So I'm going to highlight those 2 pieces and use my shape builder. To get rid of those. And decide, ooh, I really didn't want that piece there either. I'm going to get rid of that little leg. So I'm going to grab this and that. Get rid of that one. Awesome. All right. So that is what I'm looking for. So that way you can kind of figure out, this way we're going to be able to go back in later when we talk about color psychology and really adding some colors into these and sprucing them up. So that is what you are going to submit. Give me the one that has your artboard, but the rest of the 3 artboards with your expanded thing should not have any actual color added to them, but the individual shapes and letters should have different shades of white, black, and gray. Save it as an InDesign file and turn that one in the assignment area.